Hello guys, I'm Sydney and today I'm back with a topic that I know you moms have heads up on, but you kind of take it for granted. And so I've taken my time off to come and explain to you what we always want you to do, especially when you say that you come with your bags fully and well packed to the facility during your due dates. So I have my two bags and I'll be using them to demonstrate what I want you people to get. And I'll be targeting a certain group, especially you moms who are using the government facilities and even the health centers, the clinics for your delivery purposes. For all those other women who can use facilities higher than those, well, that's okay. So I don't really think that what I'll be saying, I mean, not all of it will be of use to you, but I know part of it will be. So for starters, let me just show you what an ideal backpack for delivery looks like. And I'll start with my baby's pack because I always try to tell moms that you shouldn't mix your things with the babies. Always have two separate bags. So I'll start by showing you what an ideal bag looks like. That is the baby's backpack. So I'll use this. This is not really a bag, but it does not matter. So you can always use anything you feel comfortable with. If you don't have a bag, you don't have to stress yourself off. You can get the Uhuru bags, the bigger ones, and use them. You can use whatever you have, so long as you have your things packed well and you have a way of carrying them to the hospital. So I'll be using this to demonstrate what I want you moms to get. So this is my baby's backpack. So this is how I've packed it, okay? So I have a couple of baby's clothes, and before I start removing them one by one, I'll probably want you moms to carry a lot of these clothes because we don't know how much time we're going to take in the hospital facility, okay? We can go to the facility today, deliver, and then maybe because you always know that you deliver today, tomorrow you get discharged. It doesn't happen that way, and so you're forced to stay even longer. It will be great if you carried a lot of baby's clothes with you so that if such kind of a situation happens to you, you'll always be prepared. So why don't I start by showing you off what I'm saying. You'll have like pairs of socks, like 2, 3, 4, 5. Just pack them. Then you can have like some vests, baby's vests, have like 2 or 3. Then we have baby's clothes to keep them warm. That is starting with the sweaters. Have like 2 or 3 sweaters with you. We also have the hats, the capes. These are to keep the baby warm, 2 or 3 of them. You can also have the mittens. I don't have the mittens to show you, but mittens can be found in the supermarkets or the markets. So those are to keep the baby's hands warm. You can also have this. I always prefer you to have a full romper that is closed on the leg side. This one keeps the baby even warmer. So you can have this, 2 or 3 of them. You can have a pair of trousers with you, other baby stuff. You see, like I have so many baby clothes. I have baby clothes. And then another thing which is so essential are the diapers. I'm not going to advocate for any diaper or try to promote diapers for you here. You can just buy any diapers that you feel is comfortable with you. So go make sure that you carry them like 3, 4, 5 pieces. Then we have the receiving towels, receiving blankets. You try and get the bigger ones because these ones you're going to use when the baby is delivered. You'll be asked for a cloth to wrap the baby on after delivery. Immediately after delivery, you could always give one of this and remain with the other one. You can also buy another heavy romper if you're capable of buying that for the baby, so that it keeps the baby even warmer. Make sure that you have a blanket with you. Make sure you have a blanket with you. Also, I prefer you have like 2 blankets or even 3, but 2 is okay. So if you feel like having this one is heavier, you can always choose to have a lighter one, like warmers. So I have that one, and I also have another one. This is a warmer. This is quite light. So this is a heavy blanket, and this is a lighter one. So you could always carry all of this, because depending with the time that you're going to spend in the facility, you probably would want to carry all this. Alright, so those are the necessities for the baby. And make sure that you also carry an ointment, because after top tailing or after bathing your baby, of course we don't bathe the babies after delivery. We always top tail them. And top tailing is just like you use a cloth to just wipe them. All right, it's just wiping. So make sure that you carry some ointment with you. For me, I prefer this coconut oil. I know others have different preferences, like sleeping baby, Valon, Vaseline. So that one really depends with you, but make sure you carry this for the baby, because you don't want the baby's skin to start cracking. At least you want to moisturize the baby's skin. Alright, so this is my pack, my backpack for the baby, and I'll just show you what my very own pack will look like. So give me like 1 minute to return this, clear this place before I can show you what my pack look like. Alright, so this is my pack. This is my backpack, and on this backpack I'll also want to show you what I'll be carrying. So make sure that you carry what will help you too, because also we're working with the duration. We want to assume that we'll stay quite longer at the facility. Alright, so we always have to carry the extras. They'll help you out in case such kind of a thing happens. Alright, so make sure that you carry like 2 clothes for you to change, and that one will probably help you out if the facility you're going to offers uniforms. I know they do give uniforms nowadays, but not all. So in case you go to a facility that you don't have, you're not being issued with uniforms, you'll always find a way of sorting yourself out. That is in the place where you carried your clothes to change. So I always tell people to carry like 5 clothes. It won't hurt. So even if you find uniforms, you'll at least you carried something. So even if you don't use them, it won't really hurt. But if you go to a certain facility where the uniforms are not issued, and then you have all this, you carry with you, the clothes you carry with you, you see, you always benefit from them. Alright, and then as you carry your clothes, make sure that you don't leave the panties and bras. Make sure you carry them. Carry something. Carry panties and bras that are going to be sufficient enough for you. Alright, so another thing that I'd like you to carry is pads. Though I know pads are also issued there, but maybe just 1 pack. 1 pack won't be enough for you. So always make sure that you carry your own. I'm targeting a group of people who will be using our governmental facilities or other lower facilities. For those who are capable of using the higher facilities, I know you probably are going to be given everything you want. So I'm specifically talking to these moms who visit these facilities. So make sure you carry a pad a pad that will help you out if the other one is over. So this is what I mean. Of course you'll be given a pad, but it will just be one pack. Always carry another one with you. Again, make sure that that place is not a place for you to go and look like somebody who doesn't have a home. So you have to be clean. Carry your comb. That's if you have short, long hair. Make sure you have like some oil with you too. And toiletries, you have tissue. Also you have what we call, sorry about that, you have your toothbrush, your Colgate. Another very important thing that you must not forget is the cotton wool. Go and buy a whole roll. This is just what was left of what I used. Buy a whole roll of cotton wool. Then make sure you carry your money with you. Make sure you carry money with you, because this is where you're going to pay your taxi driver. This is how you're going to settle bills in the facility too, and this is also in case there's an emergency, you'll always have an option, a way out. So always make sure that you carry your money with you. Another thing that you don't want to forget is your ID and your cards. For those who will be visiting our facilities, again the government facilities and the lower ones, make sure that you carry Linda Mamas. Linda Mamas are offered to you when you go to the clinics. Make sure you have them with you and don't leave them behind. If you have an HIFs, again, such, make sure you carry those. For those who can afford great facilities, make sure you carry your cards with you, because I know you might be having other health insurances cards with you. Make sure you don't leave them behind. Again, those will be okay. Those are the essentials that you'll be needing to go, but I also have extra things that you'll be needing as you go to the facilities. So I'll also be talking about those who the group that before they reach the facilities they deliver on the way. So I'll also want you to carry some extras, because you never know, it might be you or another person. So always just have this in your handbag with you. Have strings. Let me just remove them so that it becomes easier to show you without going back to the bag. So I want you to have like strings with you. It can be this bigger one or it can be the other small one. Just carry one of those. Also make sure that you carry gloves with you, and they should be sterile. This is how a sterile gloves looks like. Carry like 2 pairs. And another thing that you don't want to forget is razor blade. And then with the razor blade, make sure that you go to the shop and buy a new clean sterile razor blade. So with each, I'll be showing you their functions and why I'm telling you to carry them. Also, if you can buy these are called granulas. You see this, the blue one and the pink one. Then also carry with you, these are called cord clamps. Okay, so why am I saying that you carry these extras? Of course, the first reason is that you can give birth on the way. That is not what I'm praying for you moms, but that can happen. So in case of that situation, you'll also be prepared. The person who's going to help you with the delivery procedure will find it easy, because you'll have everything with you. So this will be used to separate the cord. Okay, so they just tie around the cord and then they use this, the razor blade, to cut the cord. So they've just separated that. So these ones too are important during that time, because you'll be giving the person who's assisting you in delivery to wear this, to wear the gloves. We don't want the person to start touching your blood. You know, you don't know your status, and it won't be great if they just go touching your blood with their plain hands. Another thing, which of course these two can help you in the facility, maybe with those who go to the lower kind of facilities, you might just get there and all of a sudden, I mean, some items are out of stock, and then you are stranded, the nurse there is stranded. So if you carry all these things, they always help out. So when you carry this, and then let's assume that you bled, we call it PPH, all right? You bled so much that that is after delivery, that the only thing that we can do is touch you on IV fluids, and then we realize that we don't have these granules. You see, if you carry them, it becomes easier than when we start now jumping from one ward to the other, or even start sending people to go to the chemist to go and buy them. It becomes very easy. For the cord clamps, again, it happens. We deliver you, then we realize that we don't have a cord clamp, right? So you see this, all this can work. You can always offer, say like, I carried my own cord clamp. It becomes so easy again. It helps you out. All right, so that is why I'll always encourage you to carry them in your pack. It's not really necessary, but to avoid situations that I've just mentioned above, I think you'd want to carry this with you. Another thing that you don't want to miss carrying when you're going to the facility is this. This is the last thing that you must make sure you have before you go to the facility, all right? Before you move from the house going to the facility where you're going to deliver, make sure you have this, because this is an essential item that you'll need. So make sure you have this with you. So, and all the things I've said are very important, and make sure that you really take this into consideration when you're doing your packing. Another question I know you'll ask us is, when should we start packing? Packing really doesn't have a time frame. Packing can start anytime within any month of your pregnancy. So if you've bought everything, that is, even if you're 1 month pregnant and you know very well that you've bought everything, you're ready, just start packing. But what I want to tell you, moms, is that by the time you're 8 months pregnant, make sure that your bags are fully packed in such a way that even if an emergency occurs, it's always easier. Just tell somebody to go and grab the blue bag, the yellow bag. It becomes very easy, all right? So always make sure that you pack on time. Another thing that you don't want to leave out, those are the bonus points, the extras. Make sure you carry your cup, your spoon, your plate. Also soap, very important, because you're going to bathe or wash. Basins, you will carry your basins when going to the facilities, okay? So I think I've really tried to capture everything and not miss out on the items I wanted you to learn. The only thing I would want you to do for me is make sure that you don't take whatever I'm saying for granted. These are the kind of things that make the nurses so angry, especially when you come to the facility with your, what do you call it, a lasso tied around your neck, or I mean lasso hanging around your neck or tied around your waist. It doesn't give that great kind of look from us. So kindly do what I've told you, and you always be in greater hands with the nurses. And apart from that one, I know very well that you've learned a lot, and I think I've tried so hard to touch on everything. So if you feel like I've missed out on some items, you'll just write them down for me on the comment section, and then we'll share out. Make sure that you share this video and subscribe. Thank you very much. Bye.